Hi, Capricorn. It's Lyn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do your late May, Cartomancy and tarot. I've added tarot in, but my big focus is going to be Cartomancy now. So, anyway, here we are, and I have them all laid out and everything. And what jumped for you was the Five of Wands, as well as the Five of Hearts. So, this is funny because the Five of Wands is competition. It's actually called stiff competition. So there's a lot of competition around, and where we need to prove ourselves to show that we're the best candidate for the job. Whatever the job may be, whether relationship, an actual work job, or whatever. But here, and it's a chess game. We got to be very wise and strategic and think about every move we're making. This seems to be in relationship, and someone is definitely growing a heart here. This is growing for sure, and they feel they may want to grow this. They want more. Definitely. And if this is either you or them, that and so there could be a lot of people around that person or a lot of people around yourself. And they feel like, oh geez, I really better step up my game, or you might be thinking this, okay? Because there's feelings growing. So in the present situation, you have the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is like love talk. Someone wants to communicate. They want to express how they feel about you. Sometimes this is you're getting asked out on dates, you're communicating, you're flirting, you know what I mean? Ooh. And you have the Two of Hearts, the Ten of Spades, and the King of Hearts. Now, there there is some, it looks like to me there was a meeting, could have been a passionate meeting, a date perhaps, doesn't have to be, but this is a get together of some sort where you there was a barrier of some for some reason. Okay, there was a barrier there to this connection. Okay. Hi, LA, how you doing? And this is with the King of Hearts. Now, the King of Hearts could be a blue eyed man. This person could also be a woman, but the King of Hearts is usually the one that we're attracted to. Like they're very good looking and charming, and they're very nurturing and romantic. And they usually have deep feelings, but don't always show them. You know what I mean? But there's some sort of barrier here, okay? Because this looks like it could be good, but there's a barrier. So I'm not sure what went down or what is going to go down on the date, the meeting, whatever, but there's a barrier to the success of that date, okay? Doesn't mean the whole relationship at that date. So another page. So we get another message. We get more information. And this is a curiosity card. This is when we're looking into something a little bit deeper. We're trying to learn a little bit more. We're curious. And because we might actually take action on it, we're thinking about it anyway. But we need to look a little deeper here, get some more info. Um, hmm. And then you have the Nine of Diamonds, the Queen of Spades, and the Nine of Clubs. So both of these nines are very productive cards, okay? This one's about ambition, and this is more about the job site. So this is like a real um this Queen of Spades could be a very dark-eyed woman, dark features, dark hair, or man. Doesn't have to be though. They're usually single, separated, divorced, or widowed. Okay. Sometimes this person wears their feelings still. They're still hurt by it, damaged by it, healing from it. And this person is at the center of your inquiry. Your inquiry here that you're looking into this person because there could be, you could be interested in them. This could be the person you're interested. This could be they're interested in you and they're really looking into you a little bit more. They could be looking you up online, like, let's find out more about you. Who exactly is, Joe Schmo or Jane Schmo? Anyway, so there I think there's a lot of positives here, a lot of positives, okay? But, and this could be both of you, because both of you could be a little bit of that Queen of Spades where, we've all been through a relationship or two, and we've all kind of got our triggers and our guard up about certain things, like the finances or, something like that. And thank you, Shelby. Thank you very much. I just got a new dye job recently, and I straightened it because I was sick and tired of it being like all over the place, like just wild. And I don't mind a bit of wildness, but it was just like crazy. Thank you for that. Um, because I think there's a lot of things you like, they like, but there's an equal amount of curiosity. I'm going to tell you that on both sides, whether this is to do with relationship or a job opportunity or, working with someone or something like that. But there's an equal amount. And like I said, you've both had your past and your past triggers and your past, sensitivities. So and so when one person does something that's similar to that, you're like, I don't know. They did a similar thing. I don't know if I'll ever put up with that again. So you kind of got your guard up a little bit, and you may be making them prove themselves a little bit. And they too. I don't know which side you're on here, but you're on one. So interesting. So above you, you have the Nine of Wands. Sometimes the Nine of Wands is a health condition. We've had to go through a health condition. Perhaps we've had a hip operation, or we've, our eyesight or something, and so you could be still healing from some sort of health condition there, and I also feel like you're really sharp-minded. I don't think you waste a lot of time with words. You get to the point. I don't think you're rude and I don't think you're tactless, but you there's something that you're saying. You calls them like you sees them, Capricorn, okay? You calls them like you sees them. And if there's something you're seeing it, you're calling it. Okay, you're not rude, but you're just honest. You're honest. So I feel like there's some sort of discussion, okay, or something, okay, and it's with someone. It could be about your health, but it could be about something else. What you are willing to contribute, put in, what you can put in, perhaps. Okay. I feel like someone wants to. Oops. Because this Five of Diamonds is an increase in finances or an increase in, I feel like, energy for you. Like you have an increase in energy, or someone, it also might be, like I said, upping their game, like trying to do better, right? Sometimes this is for ourselves. We're trying to do better for ourselves. We're sitting there and we're thinking, I'm sick and tired of complaining about being overweight. And here I'm sitting and eating a bag of chips watching Sally, Jesse, Raphael. And when I should be out walking, when I should be out doing something, when I should be. And so we decide to make a change in our lives, to spread our wings, so to speak. Okay. And I feel like, because this is a social card, this Four of Hearts is a real social card where we're getting out to events, going to those barbecues, going to those music festivals or whatever is going on, in your neck of the woods. And you're adding more of that into your life because there's something, you're missing something here. Okay. And I think it's part of your healing. You know, it's going to be part of your healing. Is I think nature is a big part of it. Could be for you. Nature. You need to get outside, whether it's a walk on the sidewalk in downtown, wherever you are, or a walk out on a trail with your dog, or a, you know what I mean? Just whatever that can be. I think just sitting outside in the sun. You need some of that nature healing. Holy Moses. This is your third five. So, a lot of change in your life. I think in this next 30 days, there's going to be a lot of change. Okay. I feel like someone could be coming in. And I think as much as you want change, you're also resistant to it. You're like, no, whoa, now. Here you have the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is about new foundations, laying new foundations down, okay? Sometimes this is literally like we're getting a new home, office, we've found a sacred space, because sometimes it's, you know, a sacred space. Like we have a place for ceremony in our, you know, our yard or whatever, our space. But it's also about commitment. Okay, this is, you see the couple on the very top of the house holding hands, you know, we're going to be here this long, you know, generations kind of thing. It's commitment, responsibility to usually someone. And then you have the Seven of Clubs, the Five of Spades, and the Ace of Clubs. This could be a new job, business opportunity in some way. I feel like for those of you who are working still at your work and doing that, I feel like there's been some sort of a health condition. This has come up a couple times now, okay, and that has maybe prevented you, or you may have had to take a break, time off, a leave of absence of some sort from work to heal whatever this. I feel like it's one of your appendages, to tell you the truth. An arm, leg, I don't know. Okay. Could even be mental health, you know, just because you could have anxiety. There could be an anxiety issue kind of thing. But whatever it is, I think that you're going to resolve it here, because here we have the Ace of Clubs. And the Ace of Clubs is new. It's also very healing. It's to do, clubs are to do with the body a little bit more. um, the Ace of Clubs has to do with the home as well. S- You know, for some of you, again, I said for you, you need to be out in nature. You need to be where you can breathe fresh air and all of that. Some of you might be considering leaving the city if you live in the city and moving outward, like out towards the country, or getting more of a country experience. Because I'm feeling like you need space. You need space, you know. Um, but I also feel like you're changing something in your life. Like I said, changing, whether it's your habits, your daily habits, like, you know, social, whether it's nutritional, whether it's physical, you know, I don't know what it is, but you are making some changes there. You're changing what you don't like. Okay. And they're not big, giant things. So it's not a lot of money. It's little things that you're doing that you can allow. All right. So this is how others are seeing you or influencing you. And you have the sun. What a great card. They see this as a new beginning. Okay. And they also, you have a bird's eye view. And a bird's eye view means that you can see better the situation better than anybody else. Okay. I also want to point out that you have, because you're looking closely at things, you know, you're looking closely because you don't want to regret, you know, have regrets, you know, you want to be sure when you're stepping in. So you're stepping very carefully, okay? Oh, darn it. So, oh good. So there is success in something you're going to end. Okay. There's something you're giving up because there's an obstacle in it. And I think it's to do with your work or your home, one or the other. I think in some ways, for some of you, your home is actually toxic for you. There's either toxic insulation in it, you're living near a landfill, I don't know, toxic energy somehow to do with the place. I'm going to tell you, I just do feel it. And I feel like you need to get your distance from the place, the job site. I'm feeling like it's a physical place, okay? Um and let go of it, okay? So again, for some of you this could be your home, it could be your career that's very difficult for you to let go. It's hard for us to let go of our security and ask for help and need other people. But this is going to be one of the best things for you. You don't realize it now. You don't realize this new thing that you're beginning, because for one thing, it makes you feel amazing. Amazing. That energy you're looking for, the boom, that motivation, that passion you're looking for, it's coming. But you need to let something else go because you don't have room in your life for all this passion and amazing, because it's cluttered. Your life is cluttered with something that you don't need, that's no good to you anymore. So it's an obstacle. Okay, so you need to give this up. You don't realize how happy you're going to be when you do, when you're able to let it go. Um, hmm. So in the foundation, you have strength in reverse. Okay. Strength usually is about, in the strength card, I like to point out, first of all, that, we don't always know who is strong and who is weak. What we show on the outside, right, is not always really what we feel inside. And it says that you've been going through something that where you've had to have a lot of strength, but at the same time felt very weak, very vulnerable. And 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 sometimes I think strength and courage can come from the strangest places, the strangest people. And I think this is what you have witnessed in your life in some way. I think an unexpected person came around and offered support, caring, nurturing to you, that because I don't think you expected it. I'm getting a wit, like, just this is coming out of nowhere, guys. I'm telling you, it's coming. It's coming in like a damn tidal wave into me right now. This information, okay. So I'm just going with it as it comes in here. So I feel like this has have been a pretty vulnerable, like I said, situation. It was difficult for you to be vulnerable, to need other people, and we do. We do. It's one of the most, sometimes giving is one of the most beautiful things we can do. But if no one ever asks for help, we don't get to have that wonderful feeling. Anyway, so the strength, along with the nine of spades, two of spades, and the three of hearts. I think, because I think it might have been difficult for you to let go of control of whatever this is. You might have had control, whether it was your apartment or your business or whatever it is. And it was difficult for you to let go of control, right? Again, health issue here again, and it caused separation. You might have been isolated away from people. You may even gone through a breakup, um, and which, again, made you feel very lonely, vulnerable, those sorts of things. But it's also allowed for you to now spend some time with yourself and focus on yourself and figure, what do I want? Like what are my needs, sort of thing, and what am I willing to sacrifice and not sacrifice at all? No, I'm not willing to give that up. You know, so you kind of are more self-focused at this time, where you're just concentrating on not only getting better, feeling better, making those little changes in your life that are giving you that joy. Joy. I feel like there's so this is a surprise, what you don't expect, and you have the Justice card. Now, usually the Justice card is getting justice in a situation. Things turn out all fair and balanced, and everything works out fine. But you got the Justice in reverse, and I feel like could be a legal situation. I feel like this is let me see the other cards, but I feel like you don't exactly get something fair out of this, what you deserve. All right. Well, maybe I'm wrong too here. Sometimes I don't go for these upside down in reverse cards, because these cards indicate quite the opposite. They say you are going to get some sort of a payout if this isn't health insurance, like if you're like looking for some sort of financial support, to help you get through this, you're going to get that. If there's something that's been delayed that you didn't get for some reason, because of strike or other things, you're going to get that. That is coming. I feel like you could be getting a phone call about this first to let you know. And also, there could be some sort of negotiation involved. Yeah, negotiation, right? And you're trying to strike a fair deal in whatever this is. Now, it could be your new house, your new place, what you're doing, because the 10 of clubs, like I said, it to me represents the home or business, okay? And it's coming to an end. This is, done. And because we also have the ace of spades. But now we have the 10 of diamonds, okay? And the 10 of diamonds is money coming in or a big purchase. It's great joy too. Great joy. You're going to be completely successful in your negotiations, in getting what you want, and you're able to complete the deal, the contract, the negotiation, and to what you're very happy about. You're very happy how this turns out for you, you know? How interesting. So, let me see. One, two, three tens. So it's a big time for change in your life right now, Capricorn? You're I think that you're finishing up, or trying to get through something, see it to the end here, and you're, you know, looking for these new doors to open here. Like I said, you may have to prove yourself in some way. There may be some sort of competition as far as your love life goes. You could be meeting someone. There seems to be a barrier at first. Good morning, Tina Bobino Bobina. I know it looks so blonde in here. I straightened it. So it really brings out all that shine when it's just laying all flat like that, eh? So, Capricorn, you have the otter. And the otter is an earth sign. Oh, no, it's a water sign, actually. Look at that. I don't even know what I'm talking about. It's a water sign. Let's see what the otter has to say. There it is. Unobstructed joy. I knew it was going to be something good, especially when I seen all that turquoise. That really reminded me of beautiful spiritual energy around the edge of that moon, eh? Playfulness, contentment. Perhaps the most joyful creature within the animal spirit deck, the otter represents absolute bliss. Otter energy is the playfulness of a child, available to us at any age. And so you also have the child here too, eh? The sun is represented by Leo. It's represented as the child, this new burst of energy, this freedom, this just wanting to go and having the energy to do it. Okay. Um, they have a giddiness and reverence for life itself without the presence of doubt, worry, or skepticism. Imagine yourself with a little more otter energy. What would life look like? What would it take to bring you there? That's an interesting question. And I've kind of been saying that because you're trying to introduce new things, new changes. What would it take to get you to feeling or doing or back to yourself? What would that take? What were you doing when you were feeling great? Think about that because it's too big of an idea thinking, oh, I want to feel great. Well, we need to think about the little steps, the small details of where that was, how that was, what that was. Um, the otter card begs these questions and wants to transport us to that precious place as soon as possible. The celebration awaits. Oh, and it said to bring into balance, you need a dance party or a celebration. A dance party, I'd say. Dancing is the funnest of the fun. So, and I know others that would agree with me. Absolutely. So, this again is so interesting. And that card came up because I really feel that's what you want, what you need in your life right now. You need to um I think you need to bring in nature and I think you need to bring in connection. Just talking. Just at the library or I was at the ice cream shop yesterday with my boyfriend and we had the dogs and I was feeding the dogs some ice cream out of a cup and someone walked by and commented and talked to us for a few minutes. And, I thought, isn't that nice that just people are talking? Like, I love just talking to people randomly out there and saying something, communicating, but not everybody likes it. And so I really liked that that person did that. But that's going to be you, Capricorn. You're going to be that person. So, oops. I also feel like you're going to be opening your heart too, because up to now you could have been quite skeptical, okay, but I feel now you're starting to open your heart a little bit and allow the room for that that the room for the error, room for doubt. It's okay, it's all right. I don't have to know, I don't have to, it's like giving that space. It's funny I said space because it's like you need space. You know what I mean? Anyway, you'll have to let me know if this, um, brings true in your life or in the days to come. So good luck and let me know. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Loving you. Mwah. Bye now.